Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Crypto Traders Arena, our Sunday crypto weekly review show, episode number 29. So, 29 weeks into the year, we started this project on the 1st of January to basically just document our altcoin investment plan that we're trying to share with everybody on this show. So, here we are, 29 weeks into it, and actually happy to report we even banged a double out here this week on Maker. So that's nice. So hopefully, if you guys are following along with this plan, hopefully you had your orders working. And damn, Maker's a nice looking chart too, which maybe we'll show that here a little later. But man, it's a really nice looking chart. And yeah, so banged another double out, and probably updated in our spreadsheet, which just as a reminder, we do have our online trading community on Discord, which is open to join. And in that room, you can find our spreadsheet that we're working this plan on. And essentially, we're just, basically investing in kind of like the higher market, the top 100 or so altcoins. And we're just looking to buy at the bottom here during the accumulation cycle and, sell half our position on a double when we can and get a free position, and then just repeat the process over and over again. And hopefully by the time the bull cycle kicks in, we'll be loaded up and ready to ride the wave of euphoria up to the top, where we're going to find an appropriate time to exit. And, this is the intention of this plan is a long-term plan, low risk and high reward. So we're looking to exponentially be rewarded for a relatively low amount of risk. And that's the key here. We're trying to protect our capital, so to speak. We don't want to. We're not going all in. We're not risking money we can't afford to lose. And we're just being patient. And of course, in the meantime, we're trading every day in the group. More of a, most of our group is kind of focused on, scalping, day trading, a little bit of swing trading, and then of course I talk a lot more about long-term trading in the group too, just because sort of what I'm interested in the most. And the group itself, we do trade every day. In the New York session, we have a live stream where we live scalp, and then also the London session. And if you're interested in any of that, check us out, and we'd love to help you out, get on your trading journey if you're new to this. So welcome if you are new to the channel. And I think my co-host, Mr. Paul J, is here with us. Are you here today, sir?
Yeah, I'm here every Sunday.
It's true.
At least I'm being consistent.
It's true. And Paul, of course, is he's our leader. He started this community about a year and a few months ago, and happy to say that I've been along for the most of that ride, almost all of it, really. And I think I was one of the early members, one of the first, probably. But I know Paul from before that too, and I trust that he's one of the most consistent traders I know, actually. So he's proven to me that he he shows up every day, and really, to be honest, sir, you're like one of the best scalpers I've ever known of all the traders I've known. So congratulations for that, sir. You're good at it.
Yeah, if you are consistent every day, you are trying to learn, you're journaling, you will become better and better.
It's true.
That's the key.
It's true. And so that, that's the focus for our group, really, is trying to get better and try to stay consistent. And we find that by hanging out as a group, it becomes easier to maintain your consistency. So we do have, of course, there's Paul and Stefan are sort of like lead scalpers. And then there's a bunch of traders in our room that we call gladiators that are all just on the trading journey and trading every day. And so they're in there too. And, we try to keep a constant flow of trade ideas going. But this show is mostly about crypto, or it's entirely about crypto, I should say. I do talk about the stock market in a broader sense a little bit, just to sort of give a wide angle view of what's going on in the markets, because I do believe the stock market and crypto are relatively correlated, although of late they haven't been directly correlated. But I do think it's a good idea to have an idea of whether risk is on or off, if you just want to look at it that way. Like typically we'll find that the the risk on markets like stocks and crypto, for that matter, are, they're if they're bullish, then we probably find that things like the DXY are not bullish, and that's sort of a risk off kind of idea. So So that's why I like to look at the broader market just to sort of get a sense of where we're at. Like, is there like, is there a euphoric bull in stock market? And there kind of has been lately, and crypto hasn't been following along. So that's kind of interesting in itself. But there are some bullish altcoins for sure. But Bitcoin itself has been kind of just flat while the stock market continues to run up. But as it turns out, we sort of did just kind of run into a brick wall here in the stock market this week and possibly have rolled over a little bit. I don't think it's like time to throw in the towel yet. There is a key news event this week. So the FOMC interest rate decision is on Wednesday, I think, this week. And that's that usually marks a some sort of event in the market. So the fact that we've been running up into FOMC might mean we have to roll over a bit afterwards. But we'll just have to see. So nonetheless, that's a pretty high news event, so high impact news event. So be mindful of that if you are day trading on Wednesday. And I haven't actually looked at the rest of the news for the week, but that's always a good idea if you are day trading. And that's the kind of stuff we talk about every day anyway in our group. So if you are part of the group, you're probably going to know about all that stuff at the appropriate time. But anyway, to talk about the broader market, I'll just mention a few things real quick before we jump into our altcoin plan. I'll start with the DXY, which did catch a strong bounce from last week. I think we were sitting, let's see, last Sunday was, I guess we were still dumping last Sunday. Yeah, let's see, how many days back is that? Well, yeah, so it'd have been, yeah, we were actually running into the bottom last Sunday. And I think, we've been watching this ABCD, this sort of measured move down ABCD into this 99.5 area, which also I had highlighted this high here is just a key level. And then, of course, we have a Fibonacci retracement at 61.8 just below, which hasn't been hit yet. So it was a pretty decent level to see a bounce. The market had sold off really hard. DXY came off really hard for a week or so. And came down into that level, and not a huge surprise. We got a strong bounce. Didn't hit the 61.8, which is a little bit suspect to me, to be honest. So I wouldn't be surprised if that level still has to be hit. But you can see these yellow lines I've drawn just over the week. I was postulating these scenarios here, and I do think they're still active. So which one of these happens, I'm not sure yet. But basically, my thinking was here. I had drawn a line at the we had been talking about this range forever. These red lines here, and we were trapped in this range for quite a while, and then we lost the range, came into a solid bouncing location, and did put in a little daily W here actually. And so now we've bounced back into the range, and I had kind of said, you could see how we closed right at the range on Thursday, and that was sort of a key point of whether we get rejected or not. And the more we moved back into the range like we have done now, and we did close inside the range, I think the chances of staying in the range now and moving back towards the middle of the range are pretty good. So I had drawn this kind of, maybe something like this happens where we actually pop up and then have to W out and then move higher. And I still think this white 200 period moving average is sort of the general trend, and you can kind of see how we've rolled over into a downtrend. And I do think that's strong resistance now. So wherever we do connect with this 200, I do expect some sort of resistance here. And I think a good way of looking at this is if we can get on the other side of the 200 moving average and consolidate and then possibly W out and move higher, then we have the chance of starting another bull trend and maybe making our ways back up into these long-term reload zones like way up top here. But that's way down the road. We're not anywhere near that. We're still in a downtrend in my opinion. And that's just one possible scenario. And I do expect a rejection here, really, to be honest. Like if we do come up and hit this 200, I do expect some sort of rejection. And you can see this trend line I drew too off of the big M top here. That's also like similar. So, also that would be like resistance in my opinion. Personally, I prefer this scenario where we actually roll over and dump into Mountain Man because I do want to see 61.8 hit here. So I do kind of think that's still in the cards. But as long as we're inside the range again, this becomes sort of like a power of three kind of move where we might have to move higher. And what does that mean, really? Going back to my broader market sort of talk, if the dollar is moving up, then we should be expecting the stock market to be moving down in a general sense. And so sure enough, when we did bounce here, we did start to see the stock market breaking a little bit. And before I move to that, I just want to point out the RSI here. We never did get oversold. And I do think if this scenario happens where we dump down into Mountain Man, that makes a new low. and that'll set up possible divergence in RSI. So that's kind of what a real bottom would look like to me. Right here, this isn't really a bottom. We didn't get oversold, and we kind of W'd like tiny little W down there, but I don't think this is a very strong looking bottom personally. It's just a bounce. So we'll see what happens. But during that bounce, you could see how, the S&P every week we've talked about, we just keep grinding higher into a topping location for sure, with 100% without a doubt. This is like too late to be a buyer kind of thing, and we're way up into the short reload zone, back up to the top of the range. Not quite to 88.6 yet, but we did, breach 78.6. So not a huge surprise that we might run into a little bit of, rolling over here, and by no means am I saying this market. So, I mean, the NASDAQ looks a little bit weaker at the moment, which I'll get into in a minute, but we've just been talking about 3-bar fractal tops as a sign of a top, and this actually hasn't confirmed yet. This up in here, there's the potential for a 3-bar fractal, but until we lose, let me zoom in a little bit here, until we actually lose this low here, we haven't actually confirmed that little top yet. So we need to break through there, and the NASDAQ did. But you can see the 3-bar fractal. What I mean by that is, anytime you basically see, this candle here, the middle candle made a higher high than this candle, and then the third candle broke down, and now a loss of that level creates this sort of 3-bar fractal top that we're talking about. Like you can see one back here, where we did lose that level and had to dip down, but the bull was still very much intact here. So we just came into the 13 EMA and bounced. That could happen again. You can see how support is the 13 EMA, and you can also see how the 13 and the 30 here are just pointing straight up. So there's no breakdown here yet. It's just the potential for a little bit of a rollover, and maybe that happens into the FOMC. Maybe the FOMC happens, this confirms this week, and maybe we have to pull back a bit. But I'm still sticking with pullbacks or buying opportunities. Wherever we can pull back to and find a bottom, I think that's a buying opportunity. I'm not anywhere near calling tops yet on this, but there is, potential divergences in RSI, and OBV actually even confirmed divergence. So there is signs of weakness. It's just not really there yet. The NASDAQ is a little weaker because it did actually confirm the top. So like you can see, I mean, basically same kind of location idea. Although NASDAQ hit 88.6, now that I think about it, we came right up into 88.6 and got rejected, which is amazing. Great short location for like a day trader, coming up into 88.6 here against the old M. I mean, that's pretty good location to be hunting shorts. Anybody that was short in that level obviously did pretty well. This is an ugly top looking thing. It's 3-bar fractal. We even gapped down on the third bar. So this is sort of like a gap and go kind of scenario now that we've actually lost the low. So this is much weaker than the S&P in my opinion. We do have a confirmed 3-bar fractal, and we're also sitting at the 13 and EMA, and maybe we'll have to lose that this week. So NASDAQ looks weaker, which makes sense, right? I don't know if it makes sense, but it's not a surprise. The huge tech stocks were driving this bull run for the most part, and they're sort of starting to break down. And so that's showing up in the NASDAQ here being a little weaker than the S&P. Funny enough, the RSI, this is a daily chart, and there's no RSI divergence yet. I mean, it's potentially there, but until we lose that and actually make an M here, that's not confirmed. And then also OBV is not technically in divergence here. Well, oh man, it's close, but we actually made a higher high here, so we're not technically in divergence. Still kind of a M looking thing though. So beware of fake outs back to the upside, man. Fake outs to the downside. Like I don't necessarily trust any sort of dump that might be coming this week. In fact, I had drawn this head and shoulders just kind of, I don't know, just sort of talking about, I don't think you can make a future prediction like this. It's just like what might happen and what would mean a top to me. And you can see I drew this trend line off of the M top here, which ended up being support here. But if the market's topping right here, this is something I could see happening. Like they dump it down hard into the trend line, which ends up making, the beginnings of this head and shoulders neckline. And then we bounce back up to form the right shoulder. And so any sort of like topping signals up here would be short signals in my opinion. But it's too early to call it. That's just one possible scenario. Another possible scenario is we just bounce right here and M out. We make like an M instead of the head and shoulders. So that's what I'm looking for tops. You know, I want to see, whoops. I want to see, just trying to, I deleted the wrong thing. Anyway, so the M top, hopefully you see what I'm saying there. That could be, you know, you could see the M, very well defined M here. Broke down, you know, that was, what was that, the 11th of January? We actually got confirmed breakdown in the M, and you can kind of see how they bounced it. This is typically what you would expect to see in a top. M comes in and then they bounce it up back up to give one more short opportunity for like the smart money to get short here. In this case, right into the 13 EMA as it crossed, and then just dump. So that's what a top looks like, not so much this. That's the only point I'm making. So if the dollar rolls over, this thing probably grinds higher. If the dollar keeps pushing higher, this thing probably rolls over. I think it's probably, that's not a guarantee, but that's a good simple way of looking at this stuff. Not going to say much about the Russell. I mean, it did move to the, I do like following the Russell 2000 small cap stock market. And all I'll say is I've been talking about it pushing higher up into the top of the range, which it has done. There's ABCD target just kind of outside of the range a little bit. So I could see a rejection up here if we do get up there, like kind of a FU move type thing. But as long as this base keeps setting and maybe we get outside of the range and push higher, I think the small cap market, stock market does have opportunities, and I'm seeing them across stocks for sure. And if anything, there's been some really bullish stocks the last week or two for sure, and a lot of those are small caps. But you know, like things like Facebook and Google, and you know, the big ones, they're all kind of, they're nosebleedy. They're way up top right now and kind of dangerous. Certainly not places to be buying. But I do see opportunities in the smaller cap stock market, and it's sort of reflected in this nice base that's being set and trying to break out. So it doesn't have, well, this is a little bit different of a fractal in the sense that we're still in the 3 bars. So tomorrow, you know, if we do lose the low here tomorrow or this afternoon for me, that's 3 bar fractal top 2. And I do, you know, this thing's popped pretty hard. It could easily come back against support here and have to recharge. But no breakdown at all. Definitely not a breakdown at all. And old Bitcoin, Bitcoin's just been basically a stable coin lately. I don't know. It just has not. Well, one, it hasn't really had the message that the stock market's had. Just, you know, we did have that sharp move on the, I guess that was BlackRock news driven for the most part. But, you know, we'd come down into the head and shoulders neckline here and bounced hard. And now it's also a 38.2 level of this range that I don't have drawn on here right now, but very good reasons to find support right here and then strong move up. But we've just been trapped in this range now for weeks. I mean, basically going back to the 23rd of June now. So like a month, we've been just caught in this little ugly range. I think for the traders, like in the group, you know, shorting the highs and buying the lows has been a relatively solid approach for the last month. And when you get caught in a range like this, that's the best trading approach, I would say. You know, basically you could see how they FU'd the lows here. That would have been a nice long. They FU'd the highs up here. That would have been a nice short. Did it again here. So you can kind of see how they've just been washing it back and forth and just basically taking traders' money. I'm sure traders have gotten chopped to hell in this action. But for the most part, especially the last week, we've just kind of squeezed into this tiny little row of dojis here. You know, these are like indecision candles. The market doesn't really know where it wants to go. It's managed to hold the lows this whole time. But you can see how the moving averages have crossed, and we even checked it and got rejected. And this thing looks weak. And I've been talking about this. I do think a dump down into the 38.2s here is likely to happen. And if that happens, I see it more as just a recharging kind of period for a move higher. And maybe we make this ABCD, because I do still think 35,000. I've said it every week for a while. I think that's a nice area to move into. You know, just because of the confluences up here, the head and shoulder. This is a very valid looking head and shoulders in my opinion. And the target is 35,117, basically huge head and shoulders off the base. So I don't see any reason to think that wouldn't happen. You know, like sure we have, you know, in the shorter term, we have RSI divergence, not really OBV divergence, although on Binance there is an OBV divergence. It doesn't show up on Coinbase. So yeah, we have weakness here for sure. But without this being hit, it's hard for me to take it too seriously. I could see like some sort of summer rally potentially up into those levels before we roll over into the end of the year. But only we'll just have to see what happens, you know. But I still am kind of looking for this dump, so I wouldn't be surprised to just if you see one day we just maybe even on the FOMC event we just rip down here, sort of take out all the longs. Anybody that's long with their stops here, we'll just wash all of them out, and then any kind of W down here in the 38.2 to 50% range of this or level of this range, I think is a potential buying opportunity. And of course, the 200 is going to keep grinding up during that time too, so we might even have to dip lower against that. This is just open air right here. There's basically just a giant like cavity right just, you know, right here. So anywhere in there price could get sucked into. That's all the way down to like 26k. You know, so that's a giant fair value gap essentially. So I wouldn't be surprised to see, you know, wherever the bottom comes in. It doesn't necessarily have to be right where I drew it, of course, but anywhere in there, any kind of W's and stuff, and that's gonna just kind of keep the trend intact, the uptrend. So not calling tops on Bitcoin either. Just looks a little weak. And then Ethereum, I mean, I don't know. There's not tons to say about Ethereum. It's just we did get rejected off 78.6 a week or two ago. Nice short location, and now we're just, you know, unlike Bitcoin, I don't see the same type of range. Like Ethereum has a much wider range, you know, going all the way up to here. You know, basically the top of the range is way up there, and then the bottom of the range is way down here. So that's a very wide range, and you can see we're sitting at the 50% level of that range. Just doing nothing. I mean, for like the last week or so, sure, we shot up and got rejected. That was like an opportunity for people to get short, but right here, there's not a lot you can do. We're just in the middle of the range. I don't see a trade here at all. So take that for what it's worth. Ethereum's just grinding right at the 50% level. 200 is not very far below, so any sort of dips down against the 200 and support found there would be bullish. You can see the support found here at the 200 just rejected higher immediately. And even back here for that matter. I mean, Ethereum's very much in an uptrend in my opinion. I mean, we broke the 200, came back and checked it, launched, came back and checked it again, launched, and it's still pushing up. So as long as Ethereum stays above that, it's still in a bull trend. I mean, if it breaks down and starts like emming out below it, then we probably have to come back down to the reload zone, which will be an awesome buyer opportunity in my opinion. But the trend, the current trend will be heavily tested down here. We'll really want to see W's down here to keep this 200 pointing higher. It'll take a lot to roll it over, but for now, I think we're just grinding up. But, you know, September is a crappy month for the stock market and crypto really probably as well. And I think in a general sense for like our plan that Paul's going to get into here in a minute, like I think it's probably a good approach to just think that we're going to have like a summer rally here, somewhat of a summer rally into September. Hopefully it could be more of a sideways thing, but once September comes, I wouldn't be surprised to see crypto and the stock market roll over a bit. And then I think the end of the year is going to be a buying opportunity. So I mean, the general plan has been this year is sort of like accumulation bottoming year. Nothing's changed in that regard. And I think there's going to be buying opportunities towards the end of the year. So if you've missed things like Maker, for example, I was talking about Maker, just awesome looking chart, but you can't buy it right here. So, you know, nice big fat W in Maker. Also really, it shows up more on Binance, but man, this OBV divergence here that just has now come in, nice big fat W in OBV while we move to a new low there. That's a really nice divergence. But my point being is you can't really buy it here, but there's a very nice base set now against the old lows. I mean, I just love the looks of this chart. And now it's time to draw your reload zones. Wherever the top comes in, maybe we have to come higher in this summer rally, you know, wherever that comes in. I think buying the pullback in September, October, November, whenever that comes, that's what we should be focused on. Like we don't want to buy here. To be clear, I mean, our plan just banged a double out here at 1,200. We were buyers at 600, so we were in off the lows, which was essentially just, you know, kind of front running any W's or anything like that. But we were, you know, basically just buying against this fib range. You could see that 600 is 78.6 exactly, so that's where our bid was. It might have been here. I'm not sure where we got filled exactly. But there's two chances to get filled at 78.6. even 3 or 4 potentially. It looks like we tagged it there too. So anyway, lots of chances to buy against that pullback. But now, for me, there's just more confirmation on a chart like this. Nice fat W. That's exactly what we want to see for a bottom. Now it's just time to be patient and wait for pullbacks. I mean, I could see buying in like the 800 and below area. That's a fair value gap right there. Wherever the reload zone comes in, though, is my main point here. And I think that'll be into the summer. I mean, sorry, into the fall, into the end of the year. So don't chase is really that's the key here is this summer rally. If you're not long these things, be careful chasing them, because you buy something like this right here, a month later you might just get crushed and lose 50% of the value, no problem. And that would be with the bull still kind of in check, so like we might bottom again down here, but you're going to be long from way up here, just hoping for a rally. So be careful with chasing, especially if things do take off a little bit here this month and in August. Try to keep the FOMO to a minimum. Because that's kind of what it'll do. It'll suck everybody in and then dump on them into September, I think. I mean, I don't know exactly. Of course, we could just go into a rip and bull for the rest of eternity. I don't know. But in general, that's what happens. I mean, go back and go Google September in the stock market, and you'll see that it's been a very lackluster month for going back forever. It's pretty well established and not a huge surprise. So, I think that's basically my take. There are a lot of altcoins I like. I don't want to get into them right now. I'll let Paul jump into altcoins first, and then if we always have time at the end, we can add some that I'm interested in. And of course, I'll be talking about those in my room on the Discord channel, and also I've been streaming a little bit at Monday through Friday around the New York close. I've just been streaming a bit to talk about ideas I have, and it's just sort of a sort of trial kind of thing to see if it's worth doing that every day. So that's just one more stream we're adding to our whole repertoire. And I don't know, with that said, I think, Paul, you want to jump in and start talking about the Road to Financial Freedom plan?
I don't know. Maybe I should, maybe not.
Yeah. So of course this is I'll add to you that while I'm finding Paul's screen, I'll add that Miku's spreadsheet's almost finished. The new version of this, he's basically just upgraded this, and nothing changes in terms of the levels and the coins, but just the actual spreadsheet itself is more is an upgrade. Just there's a lot of cool features. Most importantly is it now pulls data from CoinMarketCap as opposed to Binance. So basically every coin is available on the spreadsheet to pull in data, as opposed to this current one, which is all Binance. So
honestly, I saw that spreadsheet already. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's
I
cool.
really like everything. It's a complete spreadsheet. Put Kevin, Miku put a lot of time and effort to do that spreadsheet. So
yeah,
next week, Miku will come and this live stream and will present the new spreadsheet, and we'll do a tutorial for members.
Cool.
So next week, probably 90%, I'm sure that Miku will come and will present the new spreadsheet. Same plan, nothing new about the plan, but a complete spreadsheet with all the levels, a lot of new things on that. Still for 100% free. So let's see what we can do until the top of the bull market. Okay, you have my screen now?
Yeah, you're good to go.
Yeah, just 1 second to see what I have here.
Yeah, and there is a channel on Discord called Weekly Crypto Review, and that this spreadsheet is available there, and then the new one will be there as well.
Yeah, so we have the spreadsheet. You can make a copy, and next week we'll replace this one with the new spreadsheet. Okay, for today we have 10 new coins, 10 coins, not new coins because they are the old ones. So same plan. I don't think is the case to repeat the plan. Everyone who wants to see the plan can come on Discord, make a copy, read the plan, and so on. So This week we'll talk about Luna, audio, and the rest of these coins. We'll start with Luna. I know we have a feel on Luna from a long time ago, and I need to zoom in a little bit to see on Luna what we have. So you can see we try to catch the bottom on this one. We bought 0.5%, but this one wants lower. Now, if you can see here, we have at least it's trying to do a weekly W. If we'll close a bit higher this week, then we'll have a weekly W. W on OBV, W on RSI. Doesn't look bad. And honestly, I'm tempted to, I don't know, from 0.6 to 1.2, 1.3, I guess I could have a double. I'm really tempted to buy it at the market price here and hope for a double if we'll retest this level. So now it's at 66 cents. I think we can buy another 0.5. Actually, I will buy it exactly after the live stream. So I'll buy it exactly at the breakout here. Yeah, 60. Let me see what level is here. 67 or 68. I guess it's a good level. So let's see. I know it's Luna. I know it's a shit coin now. Nobody cares about Luna. It's going to zero. I know all of that, but my plan says to buy it. Let's put a 0.5. And excuse me for 1 second. I need to drink some water because I cannot speak. I don't know why. I guess I'm okay. So on Luna, I put another 0.5% here. I'll definitely have a fill now, and I'll put the sell half on a double. Like I said, I know everything will go to zero. What it's about Luna, but my plan says to buy and to hope for some free coins. From that point, doesn't matter. Yeah. So I think a bounce. I see the weekly double here trying to form a bounce at 1.3, 1.5 dollars. I think it's reasonable to think. So we'll buy this one at this level, and after that, nothing we can do. If we go lower, I'm not allowed to buy anymore. Yeah, until I'll get a double. It's a risk I am willing to assume on Luna. Okay, let's take a look at the next one. And after Luna, let me see what we have. Let's see audio. I guess we have a fill or not. I don't remember exactly, but we'll see pretty soon. We don't have a fill on this one, or we have a fill. Actually, we have one and we are waiting down below. You can see we are below 78.6. We are trying to put a W, but we already have a fill at 25 cents, almost 25 cents. Nothing we can do now. I don't think it's a good idea after we bought at 25 cents to buy at 18 cents. I'm okay with keeping this one like this. Just put my limit order, sell half on a double, and hoping for a dump in the fall. Yeah, you can see I have a limit order a lot lower. For the moment, I'm not doing anything. This movement here is not a clear W in my view. Yeah, could be a W, but it's not a big wide W. So we still have time on this one. Has a nice potential, I like that, but I don't see that wide big W. Not for the moment. So I'll just wait until I'll get that. We have 0.5. We have sell half on a double in the market. Hopefully everyone should have that. Will be just a retest at 50 cents, nothing more than that. A retest of this week high. And we can wait. So on this one, nothing to do. Just be damn sure you have sell half on a double at 50 cents. And I think it's a good idea to, if you cannot put a limit order below, you can put an alarm at least to buy if we go lower. Let's take a look at the next one, and let's see. And this one, I don't know if we have anything of here. Yeah, actually we have. So last couple of months, we managed to get some nice fills on. Last month, actually, we managed to get some nice fills on this plan. You can see it now here. Nice long reload zone 78.6 was our limit order. Now we are putting a W to buy something here. I don't think it's a good idea. I think the best thing we can do is just put the sell half on a double in the market to be damn sure we'll sell half if the market will go up. After that, we can reload, we can reassess. What I like about this one at this point, if you don't have anything, you didn't bought with us last time, we have a W, a weekly W here. Not the widest one, not the best one, but it's a weekly W in a good location. You can see exactly at 78.6, the best location for a W. I like the OBV. You can see the OBV is really nice. So if you didn't bought 0.5, you can buy now. If you bought, be damn sure you'll have your order in the market. For me to buy another 0.5, I need to wait a little bit to see this consolidation, this big one resolve itself. If the market will break this low in meantime until the end of the year probably, and will put a W below, okay, I'm even more attracted to buy another 0.5. For the moment, I'm okay with what I have, and I will check again to see if I have the sell half on a double in the market. Let's take a look at the next one. So this one, I don't know if we have a fill. Actually, we don't have a fill, but it's not too late for us. Yeah, you can see it. Here we are trying to put a small W on weekly chart. I'm okay with that, but it's not the kind of a W I want to to think, okay, this consolidation is over, we'll go higher. No, I'll wait. I'm not chasing here. You can see the price is double now from my limit order. I'm not chasing in this area. If you want, you can trade on daily chart something, hunt an entry here, because you can see the weekly W. What I want a W like this. Just 1 second to delete this one. A W like this, yeah, a big one, or at least you look at the last one, yeah, a wide W, not a W for the 2 months. I need a wider one. Indicators, really nice. OBV is holding really nice, but I'm not chasing. I'm just not chasing. There are too many projects in the market. I'm not chasing anything. I'm just waiting market to come on my level. If until the end of the year I'll not get a feel and I'll see a wide weekly W, I'll definitely reassess and I could buy higher. It's not a problem. But I prefer to buy later and higher than to chase now. So let's take a look at the next one. Let's see BAL. Same kind of idea. Yeah? I was trying to buy the low. I don't think it's a bad idea. You can see the OBV, you can see the wheelie, you can see the RSI. Nothing to hurry about. And okay, I'll buy it. It will go to all-time highs. No, it's pretty okay. This low will probably be tested at some point in time. Will probably go even lower. So I'm okay with keeping my my limit order here. 0.5. If the W will come below my limit order, it's even better because I'll buy it cheap. And after that, I'll wait for the bull market. I'll wait to reload. I'll wait to sell half on a double. For the moment, the only thing I could do on this altcoin is just to keep my limit order here. Yeah, pretty simple from my point of view. Yeah, it's hard to wait. It's hard to have patience, but it's the only thing I can do. I'm okay. This is an investment plan. It's not about trading and scalping. Okay, let's take a look at the next one. Okay, let's see. Comp was a nice one the last couple of weeks. Why? You can see why. Broke this consolidation, closed above, and in meantime we managed to get a sell half on a double. We have 3 coins on this one. So we bought at 26. Yeah, that's a nice way to catch the bottom, don't you think? Sometimes it happens. Doesn't matter if you're a stupid investor or trader. Sometimes you'll catch the bottom. Yeah, just trying to buy the low. We bought at 26. We sold half on a double. We can I don't know, even sell half on a double again and again. I'm doing only one double in my plan. Yeah, I'm not doing the second double. If the price wants to go higher, okay, it's not the time to sell my coins. What it's free, it's free. I'm not touching that any free altcoins now. I prefer to sell it later, maybe 2 years from now, a lot higher. Yeah, it's not a problem about money. I have enough money to reload. I have free money to buy if we go lower. But after I get free coins, I'm not selling that free coins until the top of the bull market, or at least close to the top. So you can see here, pretty simple stuff. Now, nothing we can do on this one. To buy it here is means chasing. Let's wait and see if this is the top. It's still summer. Maybe we'll go higher, but doesn't break anything if we'll put at 78.6 or we'll put an alarm at 61.8 and wait in the long reload zone. If you sold half on a double, now we should watch to reload. So watch what will happen when the market will come back in the long reload zone. Yeah, I don't say, yeah, okay, we'll go straight back in the long reload zone or we'll come back at this level. If the market wants to go higher, okay, I'll just drag my fib levels higher and higher. But you can see the long reload zone is not changing too much. Yeah. So I'll wait to see where this up move will stop. I'll draw my reload zone and I'll wait to see what will happen. I'll buy 78.6. If you don't want to buy 78.6, you can wait for a double at 78.6. But I'll buy 78.6 on this one because I know there are few coins in the market. And if the market will come back at 78.6, I'm okay with reloading on this one. Yeah. For the moment, I'm not sure that this is the top. I'm just waiting, but I'll keep my attention on this one. And I'll just wait for this coin to come back in the long reload. I don't have a specific level. I want to see what will happen in the fall. If this will be the top, okay, then I could put a limit order here, but maybe once higher. So I'll just keep an eye on this one. I like this project. I like the fact that has only 10 million coins in the total coins that are only 10 million coins. So when some hype or some I don't know, some FOMO will come in with 10 million coins, this one could pump really nice. And last bull market pumped really nice. If this bull market will be even stronger, could pump 10 times higher than the last time. We don't know that. But I prefer not to sell my coins. What it's free, it's free. I don't want to touch them. Okay, let's take a look at the next one. Let's see in the plan, Raven coin. It's an old shit coin, but it's in our plan. So we managed to get close to the bottom, at least for the moment on this one. I'm not trying to buy another 0.5 at this level. I'm just waiting. What we can do, I don't know. Let's see the level. So 1.7, no. We bought 0.5. Let's put the sell half on a double in the market and let's wait for that weekly double, that big weekly double. We don't have it yet. That weekly W could come a lot lower than our limit order here. So we don't know that. Like I said, I prefer to buy higher but later than to chase now. So I'll just wait. We have some coins. Let the market prove ourselves that is bullish. We'll get in a free position, and after that it's pretty easy to wait. So on this one, nothing to do. Just be damn sure that you have the sell half on a double. Okay, let's take a look at the next one. This one is an old one, but And you can see we are trying to form a bottom here. I don't think this is the bottom. I don't know if this is the bottom, honestly. But you can see we are keep pushing and pushing lower. I don't see that weekly W. We have a fill now. Put your limit order in the market to sell some coins at double the price. I'm not buying anything else until I'll see that weekly W. Pretty simple. Now, I'm not touching this one until I'll see a big wide weekly W. Could come a lot lower, and now it's I don't know, it's 50 cents, could go even 5 cents, and from 5 cents could go even to 0.5 cents, and so on. So I want a weekly W from now on. I'm not touching this one. I don't want to buy it until I'll see that weekly W. But in the same time, be damn sure to have your sell half on a double in the market. Okay, let's take a look at the next one. FET. Let's see this one. We don't have a fill on this one. You can see bounced really nice at the beginning of the year. From that point is stepping down. Yeah, we have a downtrend. We don't have a weekly W yet. We are in the long reload zone, okay, but we don't have a clear W here. And I'm thinking that my order is still valid. Yeah, we didn't retest this level. Maybe now or maybe in the fall we'll retest this W. Yeah, we'll do a Wyckoff check of this level, and my order should still be at that level. To do something new at this point, no. I'm just watching, waiting on the sidelines. I don't see anything new to change my mind. Yeah. So if I don't see anything new, I'm not doing anything new. I'm just waiting with the limit order in the market, and I'm okay with that. Maybe at the end of the year, if I'll not get a feel at that my limit order, okay, I could reassess. If I'll see a weekly W, then I could try to put a different order. But for the moment, my order is still valid. My analysis, from my point of view, is still valid, and I'm just waiting. And I guess we have another one, and that's it for today. Wi-Fi. Okay, so we have a feel on this one. You can see was a lot of hype last bull cycle. Now I don't see that wide weekly W. We had a W action here, but I don't think that's it. If the market will break down, this could test the lows and even lower. We bought 0.5 here. We should be damn sure we have sell half on a double in the market or short level. And I prefer to wait to see that weekly W. The other 0.5 I'm allowed to buy. I'll just wait for that weekly W. Could come a lot lower. Yeah, now it's $6,000, could go to 600 and then go even to $6. We don't know how low this one could go, so that's why I prefer to wait for that weekly W. We spoke about all the coins. Next week, probably Miku will come and update and do a tutorial about the new spreadsheet. We'll copy that part from the live stream and I'll post the tutorial on our community. Our plan is valid from our point of view. It's working really nice. You saw this summer we get some sell half on the doubles. We get some free coins. We are just in the middle of the road with this investment plan. Yeah. From now on, where we got a shot, we should draw our reload zone and wait to reload, and so on. Yeah. We still have some orders unfilled. We still have time. This year, we have time to get a fill in that orders. Where we get a shot, we should definitely draw a reload zone. I prefer to buy 78.6. When I'm reloading, I prefer to buy 78.6. Yeah, I'm not thinking, okay, I'll buy lower. No, if it's reloading, that means 78.6 for me. If I'll see a weekly W above 78.6, breakout from that W and the retest, okay, I'll buy if it's in a reload zone. But my limit order, if I have some money to reload, will be at 78.6. And Kevin knows why. Yeah, Kevin knows why, because you can get a really nice feel and you can make a lot of money with that thinking. The plan will be the same. I'll let Miku tell you what we have new. We'll probably implement even a dollar cost averaging plan on that spreadsheet. But this plan will be for everyone, for free, for every member on Discord community. It's for free, but everything else, the dollar cost averaging, any other plan, will be for premium members. Yeah, because I need to give them more value. They showed me that they are interested in they have more interested in trading and learning to trade, to invest. So we need to give them more value. This is for free and will be for free and for demonstration purposes until the top of the bull market. Yeah, we'll keep it that way. I don't know, Kevin. We have some requests.
Let's see. Not in this chat, but let me look in the other chat room really quick.
Oh, guys, if you have any requests, please post it in the chat or in Discord. But I prefer to post it on YouTube, so we can keep them all together.
Yeah, we don't.
Meantime, I don't know, Kevin. What do you say? I should do the giveaway?
Yeah, sure. Might as well do the giveaway really quick.
Yeah, so let's do the giveaway. I have already loaded the last tweet, and you can see from July 16 our live stream. We have 17 retweets, and we'll pick a winner. Let's see who is this time. Like I said, just a second. Like I said, if it's a premium member, already a premium member could choose to take a one-to-one with me, Kevin, or Stefan. If he's not a premium member, then we'll give him a 1 month free premium membership. So without drums or anything else, let's pick a winner. And this is a new guy. I didn't saw this guy till now. At least a new Twitter name. If you see this message, I'll post it on Twitter. But if you see the live stream, please just give me a DM on Discord, and I'll give you access on premium membership. About premium, from August 1st, we'll update the fees. We'll increase them, but we'll post more content. As you can already see, premium members know that Kevin is live streaming every day, Monday to Friday, doing his part. He's doing a review at the end of every New York session. You can even ask him to do a request or something else. If you have a questions, Kevin will gladly answer you on his live stream. We are doing the London session. We are doing the New York session for premium members. We have a special channel now where you can post any request you want, and we'll try to post even more content. We are working now on YouTube to post even more content for our premium members. Until the beginning of the August, the subscriptions are the same, and you can, if you want to buy it now, you can buy it at the same price. If you want 1 year to buy 1 year subscription, you can buy it at the old prices. After August, we'll update. We don't know exactly, but we'll definitely increase the subscription fees. If we want to put more content, if we want to give more value, we need to update the subscription fees. It's that simple. So congratulations, Tweety or something like that. I don't know how to read it in English. I'll post it on Twitter, and let's hope he'll contact us, and we'll give him his prize.
Nice. Congrats.
Yep. So we have any requests?
Yeah, H bar is one, which is funny. I keep hearing people talking about H bar lately.
Yeah. I guess we even have it here. I don't know exactly, but let's see. Bing. Ah,
That looks pretty good.
I had some ink here, so I'll definitely took a look at this one. Yeah, you have something nice here without looking at the indicators. Yeah, without looking at the indicators, you have something really nice here. Just market structure, just thinking. I don't know. People from TRI know exactly what I mean. Yeah, this is 61.8. This is 78.6. You can see the weekly W in the formed in the week in the 78.6 level. You should chase here. I don't know. It's up to you. You should wait for I don't know, a different time frame, and you should wait for a LJ setup. I think some people know what LJ is. If you don't know from TRI or from us, join us on Prem and you'll find out. Yeah, it's a setup you are playing around. Yeah, you can see almost a complete W the other side of the trend line. This is 88.6. We touched 88.6. That was a good level to buy it. And if you look left, you know why. Yeah. If you look at this pattern here, 88.6 was a good level. But now we are past that level. Let's see what we can get now. I don't see too much on weekly chart, but I see a Davo. It's definitely a Davo, in my opinion. I'm not a Davo specialist. I guess Kevin is even better to ask about Davo setup. He was in the TRI when Davo was making this setup. So we have a OBVW, we have a RSIW. Really, I should put the other line, but so I like this double here. Yeah? If you want to trade, if you want to invest with our plan, it's not a bad level. If you want to dollar cost average, it's not a bad level. If you want to trade, okay, you should buy this breakout and you should risk to this low. And if you want to be a bit, I don't know, if you are not a cheap ass, you can risk to the all-time low here. And hope for a retest of the high. I guess you have a 2-to-1. Let's see if it will allow you to put a, let's say you'll buy it here. Okay, you have the stop loss here. Let's see where you have a 2-to-1. Just a retest of this level. There's nothing. It's really probable to get a bounce this summer to that level. So wait for a retracement here, put a limit order, stop loss here. You can hunt a 2-to-1. Let's see if we have to the highs, we have a 2-to-1 if we put the stop loss here. Let's just see. Yeah, candle body highs for trade location. You can see candle body highs will get you out from this trade. You'll book a 2-to-1. Next bus, even on weekly chart, you can definitely zoom in on daily chart and you can frame a different setup. But just looking at the weekly chart, position trading, you have a trade here, in my view. You have that, is not the best W the other side of the trend line. It's not a complete one. You can see it's forming here. We can do another step down and put a better W. Sometimes the market will do that. Sometimes the market says, okay, enough here, we want to go higher and we'll test the highs. It's up to you if you want to frame it. But if you want to cover this kind of thinking, okay, if market will go back, do another leg and then go higher, I want to put my stop loss here, you can do that. Yeah, so you'll not be stopped out. The market will range a little bit more and then will go up. But on weekly chart looks okayish. Okay, actually not okayish. Let's take a look at daily. Maybe I could see something else. On daily, you can see that you have a daily W the other side of the trend line, a complete one. Yeah, this is not a complete one, okay, but this one is a complete one. You want to be a cheap ass, okay, draw a reload zone and wait at 61.8 and play Stefan setup if you want on daily chart. Works really nice. So Stefan setup, I don't know, some of you know how to play it, some of you don't. You can just buy 61.8 here. It's pretty close. Put your stop loss here. And would they take profit? I'm not okay with 1.6. I'm okay with hunting higher. I don't know, 50% level should be a good target, or even 61.8 short reload zone. Indicators, look at this OBV, looks really nice. I don't have anything against, I like this one. I'll put it in my list actually, because I want to watch this one this week. Maybe I could frame a nice trade.
Yeah, it looks good. It's also available on Coinbase for US people. So
Yeah, I have it on Binance, but
well,
for
of
you
course
it's a problem.
you guys all can trade whatever you want.
For the moment, Emir, for the
Yeah, for the
moment.
moment.
Yeah. Things could change really fast.
Unfortunately, that's true.
Yeah. So,
Well, the next one is banned. If you're ready to move on.
Max, sorry, you didn't win this time. Maybe next time.
Yeah, we already did the giveaway, DMAC.
Yeah, I saw your message. Maybe next time. You're lucky. You had a lot of luck last couple of weeks, last couple of months actually, DMAX. So maybe. Okay, so we have anything else? I see Elvis saying something about band.
Yeah, band.
Okay, let's take a look at band.
Band on the run.
Okay. Okay, so band, just look at the chart. Look at the chart, exactly what you see on my screen. Yeah, this is the chart you want to start dollar cost averaging. This is the chart you want to pay attention without putting any indicators, just looking at the price action. Yeah, nice consolidation, nice bull market, nice retrace in the long reload zone. Even in a bull market, you can see the long reload zone and the W. That's why don't chase. I bet this W is in this long reload zone. Another step higher, going straight down. Yeah, a weak bounce here at the support and resistance level, straight down, and now we are going sideways. And you can see the small window of risk. Even if you are dollar cost averaging, if you are using the R plan or any other investment plan, this is the area, the time you want to pay attention. Yeah? Don't sell your house to buy this one, could go to zero, definitely. But 1%, sell half and a double, get some free coins. From that point, nothing could stop you to keep the coins until the top of the bull market. We have some ways to I don't know, not to get the exactly top, but at least to approximate a little bit the close to the top. You will definitely make some money if you are constantly hunting this kind of project. Okay, let's zoom in a little bit and let's see what we have. We lost the lows here. Yeah? Fake out, took the liquidity, bounced back. Now we are trying to put a weekly W. And depending how you want to draw an LJ, a trend line, you can see here the other side of the trend line. In my view, on lower time frame, I should draw a trend line something like this. Yeah? Yeah, something like this. We broke the low, it's a valid trend line, and you have a weekly W the other side of the trend line. Okay, you can draw another one from this level. Still, same idea. You are getting a W the other side of the trend line. So definitely a good location for this one. You should wait to the market to close above this middle part of the W, maybe, or you can draw a low and you can draw a new long reload zone from this top. Looks like a potential top for the moment, and you can see 61.8. Yeah, you can play the mountain man, the Stefan setup. It's an easier way to play my mountain man. Yeah, I love to play 61.8, risk to 78.6. Stefan setup means that you'll buy at 61.8 and you'll risk all the way down here, and you'll try to sell some at the high, trail the rest. So it's even easier that mountain man. I still prefer my mountain man. I have a better risk to reward. I have specific statistics I like. On altcoins, mountain man is starting to work again. But you can definitely buy. Let's see indicators. if I only look at OBV, I really like this coin. You can see really strong OBV. RSI is trying to put a W, confirming, trying to put a Davo here. You can see W on OBV, W trying to form something maybe on lower time frame on MACD, W on RSI. So an LJ setup, a 3-step setup, a Davo setup, Stefan setup. Choose your poison. So if you want to play, you can frame different setups on this chart. Huh?
There's actually a weekly OBV divergence there too. It was actually in divergence on the recent low.
So you have a lot of setups looking at you on this chart. It's up to you if you want to play on daily chart, if you want to play a LJ setup, if you want to play a Davo setup, if you know what Davo means. Yeah. If you want to play a 3-step setup, you have that because you have a lot of bullish divergence. Like Kevin said, you even have an OBV bullish divergence on weekly chart. So definitely there are some levels there and some potential on this chart. But in the same time, I don't know, maybe 50% of the altcoin space look the same. You have potential, but at the same time, you need to cool your jets a little bit. What I mean by that, be damn sure you're not exceeding the total risk per portfolio. So if you have, let's call it, you take a setup on this one and you take another altcoin, you have to keep in mind the total risk per portfolio. If you have 5 setups on altcoins, all of them long, actually you have one big setup. And I don't want to go more than 5% exposure. And so if the Bitcoin will collapse or something ugly will happen, all my setups, if I'm long, will break down and will hit my stop loss. And actually I have one big trade. And I don't want to be exposed more than 4 or 5% on altcoins. If I have, I don't know, 3 longs and 2 shorts, okay, I could add a short or I could add a long again. But if everything is I only have in one direction, I don't want to have more than 4% in my view. But it's up to you. You need to have a plan. When everything looks okay, some people will lose money. Why? They'll try once and they'll put 10 trades in the same direction. The market will give them what they want. Okay, they'll make some profit. They'll even come on our community or on YouTube, or they'll go, okay, look how much money I did, what smart I am. And at some point in time, you'll find the same setups, the same location, and will take not only 10, they'll take 20 or even 10. Yeah, with 2% exposure, and everything will go down. With the slippage and everything else, will lose 30% or even more. That's not a solution to be consistently profitable. Huh? So this is my view, 4%. Maybe for you it's more or less. It's up to you, but keep in mind, have a plan. First, when you put a trade in the market, you should have a plan. What will happen if this trade will fail? How much I'll lose, if it will hurt me or not. And then think, okay, I'll hunt more than 2 to 1. This has a possible reward of 10 to 1. After you calculate the risk, how much you can lose. If you do that, you'll be profitable in time at least. Okay, we have another one?
No, it doesn't look like it. But I just want to add to what you were just saying. I mean, that's like the crucial risk management thing. And it's the same for this investment plan that we're doing. It's just a little different. Like, so, the Road to Financial Freedom plan, we have like 100 coins we're buying, but our total risk shouldn't be like something that would be painful if we lost all of it. Because like, keep in mind, if we own 100 coins with no stop loss, and then there's some sort of event that drives Bitcoin dumps, those things are all going to get wrecked at the same time. It's all correlated. So you're basically taking one big trade spread across 100 different altcoins. So if the total number of your exposure is too high, you'll get wrecked. So you have to, when you're doing these investment plans, you have to choose a number that's not, doesn't doesn't exceed some unreasonable amount of your total net worth or your total portfolio across all your investment accounts.
That's why we put, Kevin, we put $2,000,
Right.
because calculating our plan is the minimum amount we are allowed to use on Binance. Why? Because you can buy an altcoin on Binance minimum $10.5. So $10 to be 0.5%, we need $2,000. That's why we didn't put more money on our plan. That doesn't mean if you have a big portfolio, you cannot use not 2,000, you can use 10,000, even more. But be damn sure that whatever amount you are using, if everything will go to zero, you'll not lose your house, you'll not lose your wife, you'll not lose your family, you'll be okay. Yeah. Will hurt a little bit. Okay, it's up to you. Some people, they have more, I don't know, they are more open to risk. Some people, they are not so open. But I'm sure you are okay if everything will go to zero. Just put the worst case scenario.
Yeah, and I mean, of course, the total percentage that you choose to invest is up to you, because it could vary, you know, depending on your risk appetite or your age or your situation or your family. I mean, if you're a young single person and you're like, you know, I've got some extra cash and I don't, you know, I want to go for extremely large reward, then you might have a higher percentage of your portfolio that you're putting into this plan. And if you're like an older person that's a little more conservative, have a family and a bunch of, you don't want to take, you know, then it's probably gonna be a less percentage. So there's no set number for this kind of like, you know, long-term risk to zero plan, but definitely make sure that's a number that works for you, and definitely make sure you have it planned out. You got to put some thought into it to make sure that you're not overexposing yourself. Because, I mean, the main point is this stuff's correlated. All of it's going to go down if we go into some horrible period. Everything's going to go down. So keep that in mind.
Yep.
And then, of course, Paul was explaining trading. And then if you're trading, that's it's similar, but like he was saying, he doesn't want to be more than 5% exposed. That means he could have 1% trades in the market at any given time. So that's a little bit different, but it's the same principle of risk management. It's just operated a little different.
Yeah, depending if you are a scalper, you should tweak your risk management. It's the same idea, just different ways to use risk management. Yeah, but a scalper will use a different method to manage his risk. A day trader will do closely the same. A swing trader has a different approach. Yeah, if it's a swing trader on daily chart and he knows how to can use even a soft stop loss. Position trader on weekly chart could use the same, just an alarm for the stop loss and manage a different way. An investor could do totally different, like Little Old Lady or Johnny Six-Pack, but that's a different aspect.
Yeah, but main point is risk management's obviously one of the key parts of a trading plan, if not the most important part.
Yeah. So we have any new request?
Rose. I suppose we could look at Rose.
Yeah, the Mac didn't win, so we should look at his Rose chart. Okay.
It's another one I keep hearing people talking about for whatever reason. Wow, it looks good.
Yeah. Nothing to complain about. Yeah, you can see just looking at the chart. Yeah, you can draw a trend line. Here, this is a valid trend line. Now is the first W, the other side of the trend line. So you definitely have an LJ. Okay, let's try to find more confluences. Okay, this is the high, this is the low. This W, it's in the long reload zone. Another thing, a nice location. Yeah. So I have straight down consolidation. You can see is going sideways now. Hold this level for the moment. You can see bounce from 78.6. Let's see indicators. Same kind of idea. OBV is trying to put some W's, so definitely we can frame a double setup here. You can see RSI W, OBV W, even MACD W. So yeah, not a bad location. You are chasing a little bit now if you are trying to market buy. I don't recommend market buying. But you can wait to the limit order at the breakout from this W. Huh? This one, I think it's a good level. Huh? 5.1, something like that. Don't chase here. It's close enough, but just it's a bad habit. Yeah, even if it's close. To market buy, it's not a good habit. It's not a professional way to trade. So I prefer to lose a trade, to miss a trade, than to get a bad habit. So sometimes I'll do some exceptions, even if it's not 100% with my plan, but it's not a good habit to market buy. You can see the W, you can see whatever you want. Here, maybe you should wait a little bit here for another W, but looks good enough for me to think long. If it's a market rally this summer, this one should pump.
Bump it.
Yeah, let's take a look at daily. Yeah, you can see it's trying to break out. Nice W's. It's pushing higher. RSI W's above the 50 line now. OBV looks really nice. Look at this one. Higher high on OBV. Really nice. Higher highs and higher lows on OBV. Yeah, looks strong. Yeah. For a trade, definitely you have a trade here. For an investor, yeah, it's buyable in this area.
I mean, you could probably draw a trend line off the top there and see where resistance is this summer. Like if, it's going to probably bang into that. Or off just the M, the more recent one.
You mean this one?
Yeah, I mean, it's not important, but I'm just seeing that and thinking that, that's probably where we...
I don't know if it will be so strong. This could be that. This could be a good pump stop here and back down in the fall.
Looks like a harmonic pattern too. But
yeah, at least you have a trade. You have a 2-to-1. You can frame a trade there. For a trade looks okay. You have location. You have indicator confirmation. You have W's. So for our investment plan, you can see we are waiting below. Nothing we can do now. I'm not buying at this level. I'm just waiting until the fall, end of the year. Who knows? I'm still waiting to buy it lower.
Probably have a pretty good chance getting filled down there too later on in the year.
Nothing changed for the moment. Nothing changed for me to change my limit order. It's still valid. At least in my view. I don't know what will happen, but in my view, in my plan, it's still a valid level.
Yeah, it's kind of like comp that you were showing earlier. Remember we bought the bottom just in that same exact fashion, just working our order down at the low.
Exactly. It was a really nice one.
Looks good though. I like it in general. Looks pretty good. I think this one has the thumbs up from our FA department too. Whoever's that. I don't know who our FA department is. I mean, I know there's one guy.
We have one guy, but I didn't saw him. He's on a vacation now. Zach is out. I don't see him on YouTube. I don't see him. He's probably traveling to Europe now.
Yeah.
But Zach, I know he's okay with Rose. He likes this project.
I think this is the one he was saying that CZ owns like a shit ton of this thing.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Zach said about.
Yeah, that was like a while back he said that. But anyway, I mean, that's not any reason to be a buyer in itself, but hopefully the chart is enough of a reason for you. But
it's one reason to pay attention. If CZ owns a lot of these coins.
Yeah, never hurts. He's probably not going to sell it down here.
Definitely. Definitely not.
So,
if it's not forced. And seems like nobody is forcing him to sell anything.
No, and it seems like the FUD is blown over for the minute. Maybe not, but it seems like it's subsided for at least the moment.
Very good news for the moment. But, the fall, the end of the year, the FUD could come back, will probably come back, will give us a better opportunity usually. This year, it's an accumulation year, so I'll be damn sure I'll take advantage of every dump. If you have a good plan, and if you're a good investor, at least a medium one, yeah, you will be glad seeing the market dump. You'll try to hunt. Okay, what I'm buying now? They have some fun about Binance. I'm watching BNB from a long time, and I only cannot touch that one. Is too fucking high.
Yeah.
But maybe maybe I'll get lucky. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, BNB doesn't look like these charts. It's definitely still high.
Yeah, they bought a lot of. They took a lot of supply. It's really strong. I had some at $5, but I want a lot of BNB. If I'll get the opportunity to buy it cheap, if not, no, I could buy Rose because could be the second one, second BNB. Who knows?
Yep.
It's the first time we managed to get through all the things we want to speak in 1 hour and 20 minutes, Kevin.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, probably a good place to start wrapping it up. There's no more requests in the room here. I suppose
It's summertime. People are there in vacation. They are in the sun, drinking a beer, not looking at the charts with us. We are a bit different.
yeah, that's true.
Let's say different. Let's not say strange. Yeah.
But in general, if you want to make it at this, you kind of got to pay attention when nobody else is. That's just how it works.
Exactly. Exactly. We are hunting.
So I mean, and to reiterate, I do think that like there is going to be buying opportunities into the summer. Or I'm sorry, I keep saying that, but the end of the summer and fall, and then of course even into the end of the year, we probably will see some sluggishness. So don't feel like you've missed out. And of course, something like this rose here is just sitting there in decent location, so you haven't missed anything here on this. It's potentially buyable here before any sort of summer rally, but just be patient. If something's already run like that maker I was showing earlier, if you don't want to buy it right here, but just draw your fibs and be patient. And for that matter, if you're new and you don't have any experience, a good place to start would be learning about location tools and fib retracements is a great thing to learn so that you can at least not chase the market. You can at least find reasonable buying location without chasing. That's the whole purpose of these fib retracements, is just to keep you out of trouble from buying. If you make it a rule to buy at 61.8 or below, at least you're not fully chasing.
Yeah. You'll have a lot of troubles and a lot of bad investment decisions or bad trades. If you are waiting at least below 61.8. A beginner should not be allowed to buy above 61.8.
Yep, it's good advice. Cool. Well, there's anything else you want to add, Paul? Or?
We did the giveaway. We spoke about the coins we need to spoke about. Not too much happening. Be damn sure to have your short levels in the market.
Yeah, sell orders working.
New people, watch out! The altcoins could pump really nice in a short period of time. If you don't have your sell half on a double, the market will not wait for you. You can look at the market now, and tomorrow morning you could see a long week to the upside, and the price could be at the same place you looked last time.
Yeah, like AGLD. Like they did. That happened this week with AGLD. They dumped the hell out of it. I mean, it was up at like second double levels, but like, man, it just overnight. Yeah, look at that thing. That's exactly, like, if your order wasn't working, you'd have just missed. Which, by the way, this one's coming back down into a buy level now, and I still love this chart and coin for the most part. I'm happy to go and reload on it. So yeah, as it starts getting down,
back at 61.8 at least, we'll probably touch level, the sweet spot. This one, you can see the double here.
Yeah,
it's obvious to me that will probably go to sweet spot, but could go even lower. You can see where the last move up started here. 51 cents.
Yeah, so I mean that's one I'm looking to buy back, but damn, it's a nice chart. I mean, I'm mostly just concerned, are looking at the structure here, nice weekly W's, and then also OBV. So in my opinion, this thing has now bottomed, and the chance of it holding the lows is pretty good. Of course, the lows are, the lows are way down at like 25 cents. So it's still quite a bit lower than where it's sitting right now. But I think that low is likely to hold here. So we'll see.
Yeah, at least for an investor, it's a nice confirmation. Okay, we had a nice move up, nice OBV, strong OBV. Okay, we are close to 61.8. Give me a W. Okay, you don't give me a W at 61.8. Maybe you'll give me a long reload on. If not, at 78.6. The next W, I don't know, on weekly chart even, it's viable.
Yeah, I wonder.
Only one double or two doubles actually. If you bought this one, you have a double. If you reload here, you have a second double. So you should have a lot of free coins on this one if you watch it closely.
Yeah, I didn't buy the first breakout, but I bought the pullback to it. Yeah, this one, I don't know what caused the sell-off. I mean, it probably some insider taking profit, but I don't see any reason to call this broken, is all I'm saying. It's just, this is what will happen, though. If your order's not working, you're screwed. You would be left behind on your sell.
Same people who bought here in this W and think, yeah, I will go higher and think this is the bottom. The same people sold here.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Just to go out at break even. They are praying day by day, day and night to get this level, to get to break even level again. And they just fucking sold everything. And now the market could work up again. Slowly, will take some accumulation. But now when the market will go back up here, these guys, they are not here waiting to sell anymore. They sold already. So they could pump this one even higher. For the next guys, maybe we have some of them higher.
Yeah.
They are still waiting.
There's only 70 million of these things too out, so.
Yeah, so.
It's a nice number.
Yeah, not a bad level. For an altcoin, 70 million, it's good even for some stocks. But for an altcoin, is a really good number.
Yeah, especially when most have like 1 billion. Nowadays, it seems like most newer coins have really high max supplies.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. I mean, it's
that is better to have more coins in the market, more wiggle room. That's why they have a. Anyway, it's a different discussion.
Yeah, that's a tricky one with altcoins too. But cool. Well, so a rebuy on this one, Richard? Yeah, I think this is a rebuy in my opinion, 100%. I'm rebuying it, which brings me to my following. I suppose to end the show, I was going to just do a slight disclaimer because we forget to do that. We do, Paul and I are both confident. Like when I look at a chart like this, I'm super confident to go in and buy that reload zone just based on my experience. I'm not telling anybody else they should go do that. If anything, I hope you guys... Well, you need to learn for yourself and you need to build, that confidence for yourself by doing this. So like, we're sitting here sharing this plan and even saying follow along if you want. And that's fine. If you're following along this plan, I hope you're managing your risk. You're not taking, obscene amounts of risk on this. You should be positioning yourself to not get wrecked because this stuff's dangerous. I'm not going to lie. Like crypto could go to zero tomorrow for all I know. I have no idea what's going to happen. And so if you put yourself in a position to get wrecked, you probably will get wrecked. The market has no problem taking everything of yours. It'll take every penny you have if you let it. So just remember, it'll even take more.
So don't let the market. Just manage your risk. If you want to, take something from this live stream or from me or Kevin, just manage your risk.
Yeah, don't put yourself in a position to get destroyed, because you will. And that said, this is risky business. You're putting yourself, if you want to make these returns down the road, you have to step in somewhere, but that's up to you. I'm not saying any of this is guaranteed. Anything I say here, it's just based on my experience and based on the probability of, I think there's a higher probability of this W holding than not. Just based on the fact that this market's completely washed out, put a bottom in, and now it's likely to hold the bottom. That's not this could be the one that goes to zero tomorrow for all I know. I have no idea, and I'll be wrong in that statement. But if that happens, I'm not going to personally be too worried about it. So I'm not, we're not telling you to go buy these things as guarantees. We're just trying to show you the process of how you would go about doing this. And I'm pretty confident that our plan is going to work out. Like I think down the road we're going to find that, so far it's working pretty good. I think once another bull market comes, we're going to be well positioned, and like it's going to work out very well. So I'm confident in that, but you have to find that confidence for yourself. You can't just blindly follow us without at least putting some effort in on your own part to manage your own risk and to understand why we're interested in buying something like this down here as opposed to chasing it up top. So that's like maybe that's not the best disclaimer, but basically it's your money's your problem. At the end of the day, you got to figure it out for yourself. You can't expect anybody to do it for you. So, we're happy to share this plan. I think it's a valuable plan. I think it's simple and easy to understand. And, anybody that's done this before will probably see why that's true. And from there, you just got to kind of, work away at it. If you are following this plan, do it with money that you can stomach the loss of, So,
yeah.
So this isn't, I'm trying to say this isn't investment advice, but in a weird way, we are giving advice out here, but we're just, it has to be under the.
It's not an investment advice. It's 100% up to you. We're not financial advisors.
Yeah, it's more like educational advice, and so just keep that in mind. You have to be responsible for your own trading account. So that was not the best disclaimer, but hopefully you understand it. And that said, I think we're probably coming to the end of this show, and we'll be back, next week as always. Sundays, 16 UTC. We'll just pick it up where we left off, going back through the coins that we're already bidding on, and see if there's anything we can adjust. And as new ones present themselves, we'll talk about those too. And if you guys have any requests, if you are in the Discord, there's our TA request room. You can always just throw something in there and we'll get to it. You can ask questions in the general chat and we'll try to answer those as best we can. And if you are interested in more of a trading, getting deeper into trading and scalping and whatnot, then join our premium room. And of course, we do that every day, all day long. So I guess with that said, I'll wish everybody a good rest of your weekend. We'll have the futures market opening up here in a few hours. See what happens for this week. Remember, FOMC is coming, so if you are day trading, just be mindful of the fact there is a huge news event this Wednesday. So with that, I think I'll say bye. Do you have anything else, Paul? I think I already asked you that.
No.
Okay. Cool. Well, I don't have any grandiose exit bye-byes, but I'll just say happy Sunday and see you guys later. Take care.